Hi everyone, welcome back to our subject Child and Adolescent Development. And we are now in Module 6. We will discuss about personal adjustment, academic performance, and academic achievement. And at the end of our lesson, we may learn how adjustment affect the performance and achievement of an individual. And these are our topic for today. What is personal adjustment? The concept of adjustment in psychology, academic performance and achievement, predictors of academic performance and achievement. We have the term adolescence. It is a period when individuals go through various changes that could bring stress. These changes require them to adjust their behaviors in order to cope as part of growth and development. So these changes require them to adjust, and personal adjustment is the acclimation by someone to occupational and residential conditions within their community and family, particularly with regard to cultural interactions with those with whom regular personal contact is required. It is also the changing one's behavior to reach harmony with the environment. So the extent to which an individual is capable of dealing life demands is what we call personal adjustment. Like for example, if a student suddenly transfer in another school, and if he or she is now there, he must to adjust on the what type of environment the school is. Even the teachers, friends, or new set of friends and classmates. So the way until he or she adapt. So the way he adjusts there is what we call the personal adjustment that he or she made. Next, we have the concept of adjustment in psychology. It is defined as the psychological process through which people manage or cope with the demands and challenges of everyday life. It is also the behavioral process of balancing conflicting needs or needs against obstacles in the environment. In psychology, it refers to the process by which humans and other animals are maintain equilibrium among their various needs or between their needs of obstacles of their environment. So in this concept, we may have some ways to solve a problem. Like for example, when we are trying to fast during Ramadan, if you are Muslim, try not to sleep at night and you will sleep at the daytime, makes you not to feel hungry. And the another thing is that when you eat also some lot of sweet foods during nighttime, so you will not be hungry on daytime. And also the another step is that when you will make yourself busy at daytime so that you will not feel hungry also. So those steps are what we call the concept that we made in order for us to adjust. Next, we have the adjustment as an achievement. Means or how effectively an individual could perform his duties in different circumstances. And this adjustment as an achievement is a views on adjustment. The example for this one is like when a student is still studying while working. Okay, is studying while working to finish his or her education is what we call the adjustment as an achievement of that student. Okay, next we have adjustment as process. It involves the study of human development. Okay, an example of this one is the adjustment that we made in order for us to live and manage our life from the beginning that we're still a baby until the end of our life. Next, we have the types of adjustment. Normal adjustment is achieved when the relationship of an individual and his environment is according to established norms. So in this type, individual adjusts and solve his or her problem in a normal way and in everyday life, which normal people, okay, or most people do as usual as life is going on. Next, we have abnormal adjustment. means problem behavior or popular speaking maladjustment. This is when an adolescent or an individual fail to adjust. Next, we have the adjustment mechanism. Any habitual method of overcoming blocks, reaching goals, satisfying motives, relieving frustrations, and maintains equilibrium. Defense mechanism is a self-adjust or self-defensive approaches which may protect us from situation. So, when we say adjustment mechanism, uh, we use defense mechanism to let us achieve and satisfy directly our needs, and of course it resolve our problem so that our tension will be relieved or reduced. Like for example, if we did something wrong and we deny it, so our defense mechanism there is our denial. Next, we have the adjustment process. Engage inner as well as inner-outer relationship, and this relationship could be harmonious or conflicting. And we have four parts. A need or motive in the form of a strong, persistent stimulus. Second, the thwarting or no fulfillment of this need. Third, varied activity or exploratory behavior accompanied by problem solving, and some response that removes or at least reduces the initiating stimulus and completes the adjustment. So any sort of execution or procedure via individuals aim to confirm to the needs of their surrounding, or this is now the step-by-step procedure of an individual to adjust, just like dieting. Okay, first, if we will diet, instead that we will take the full meal on the first day, we will just take the 3/4. On the following day, we will take the half portion of it. Another day, we will take the 1/4 part of it. And then after that, another day, we will do exercising. So those adjustments that we do are the process in which we can adjust ourselves until we will succeed on our dieting. Next, we have academic achievement. Is define as an excellence in all academic disciplines, in class as well as co-curricular activities. According to Cho, knowledge attaining ability or degree of competence in school usually measured by standardized tests and expressed in a degree or unit based on pupils' performance. According to Good, knowledge obtained or skills developed in the school subjects usually designed by thesis scores or marks assigned by the teacher. And according to Meta, academic performance includes both curricular and co-curricular performance of the student. By Hamakek, not only an expression of student abilities but also students' perception of their abilities. By Lawrence, academic is long-term, while academic performance is measurable at any point in time, or it is continual. So when a student achieves its educational goals like finishing degree, that is what we call academic achievement. And also when a student receives his or her own grade, that is also academic achievement. And another thing is that when a student is study medicine because he or she want to become a doctor, being a doctor is not the academic achievement of that student. Next, we have the predictors of academic performance and achievement. Okay. Learners' perception of their teachers. Higher achievement students seem to have a more positive perception of their teachers than lower performing students. Students who perceive their teachers or parents as helpful have higher self-esteem, which result to positive performance. So, when we say perception, this includes the care and concern, trust, and motivation of teachers and education towards their student. Okay, this is why teachers become a guidance counselor as well as a parent of a student in the school. Wherein this perception may help the student not to be afraid, and they are even more open to the teacher because they trust the teacher, in which they still then develop more its as social, emotional, and behavioral skill, as well as it is has a great impact on their cognitive skill, because he or she, the student, of course, motivated by the teacher, that it leads to his or her better performance. Next, we have family socioeconomic status. Includes parents' economic status and professional qualification, revenue, and occupational affiliation. If you notice, there are student parents who are professional, there are more tendency that the student performance and achievement will be high also if the parents are professional, because the student will be guided and raised well. Also motivated by his or her parents' work, that will be more likely that he or she will strive more and do her best to achieve on his own. Next, we have the school. School excellent programs and academic programs help students in their academic performance. Learning outcome and educational performance are strongly affected by the standard and type of educational institution in which students get their education. Type of school in which the student studies. Okay, a type of school is need to consider wherein rich families enroll their children mostly in private schools and a higher standard institution, in which there are lots of advanced facilities, larger and wider libraries, lots of computers, lots of instrumental tools, medical tools, and other recreational materials that needed in learning. Next, we have self-esteem and self-concept. Studies found that high self-esteem is related to high academic achievement. Academic self-concept is assumed to be directly associated with motivation for academic achievement. Achievement test scores and grades are related to students' self-esteem. Students who have high expectation about themselves and believe in their abilities perform higher. So when a student feel uncertain, there is a tendency, of course, that he or she can never achieve own goal because she does not have enough courage, patience, and self-confidence. That is why self-esteem and self-concept are important. While if the student has high uh, self-esteem and she's confident enough, no matter what the consequences is, he or she may achieve fruitfully whatever achievement he or she wants in life. This is now the end of our topic. Hope to see you again on Module 7, and thank you for listening.